Good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We are doing a quick follow-up video before I get out of here and head to the city on XRP, everyone's favorite altcoin Ripple. Keep in mind that they just got the ProShares ETF approved, and a lot of people have their attention on this for additional ETFs moving forward. So just be aware that this thing is being accumulated in a sense, and we will go over a few major levels moving forward. We've already done it in the past. It's the exact same stuff we've done on the videos on XRP videos in the past, so feel free to go look at the old videos. We weren't expecting an ETF being approved or anything like that, but the same market dynamics is occurring on the consolidation pattern regardless of whatever news headlines want to come out. So let's move forward accordingly, guys. XRP here on the daily chart. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell button for notifications so you get these updates as they drop. If you're interested in these videos, please leave a like, subscribe, like I said. If you have any questions or concerns, leave it a comment in the comment section below, and I will get back to you in the next video. In the description of these videos below is all the affiliate services that we use and recommend that helps the channel grow. So thank you guys so much, as well as all my social media. If you guys want to see what I'm doing outside of the charts away from the computer, feel free to do so. Aside from that, guys, let's get it going. Here it is, XRP on the daily. You can see that it's been tough for XRP to get back under this $1.80 mark. Every time we come into this $1.80 level, we've been bought up. This was the last lower high that we have, and it went to $1.60. We have continually said I'm still looking for $1.25 to $1.15, as that will be the last level of liquidity that I would expect to be retested before upside continuation, due to the fact that if we cannot go to this level to test it, or if we make a new high, what that will imply is that there are no people looking to sell this asset down any lower, and that the buyers are holding and are looking for new highs, basically, as in it's being accumulated for a long-term upward trajectory. If you look at our doodles that we did on our last videos, we were looking at this head and shoulder formation, looking for the distribution into the head and shoulder to come into these lower levels, which we've been already discussing, such as the $1.65 to $1.15 area for that long scalp opportunity and the retest of the previous order block before this expansion phase began. If given that opportunity, great. We've already got a test into that order block over here at $1.60, and that was the first attempt of the long opportunity after the swing failure pattern of the liquidity grab of the previous low of 176. So yes, this looks good for upside continuation, but as I've already described over here below, let me read this to you. Same rules apply. Today's daily close must be above $2.47. If the close is below, then the target of $1.82 becomes live for the next 24-hour candle. So basically, until we get open and closes above 247, we're only looking for that liquidity grab into that area. Once that test has been approved and successfully passed, we can look for upside. Until then, it's shorts basically being able to reload their short for that downward trajectory. Let me remove some of these doodles and I'll explain to you why we are still looking at that. Remove this liquidity grab over here, this little circle. I can't even get to it. Okay. We're going to leave this short. This Tory trend line thing, you can remove that. The trend line now is basically just expanded to like that. Okay, red, 2, okay. And the reason why it expanded like that, because now you have 3 taps. Now you have 3 taps. Here's your first tap. Here's your first tap. There's your second tap, and here's your third tap. That now officially becomes a valid trend line after 3 taps. So be aware of that moving forward. I'm going to remove those. We don't need that for us moving forward. This liquidity grab needs to move over here. if that's still going to occur. Okay, and I really want to keep this, but I'm just going to remove it for now. Remove all these extra doodles. Okay, why I put this here is because the measured move, if we lose this level right here at $2, is all the way down here into $1.15 area. That's why I moved it to the right, because all we're doing is consolidating. We still have not tested that area. Once we break above this level here, 279, which is what I was saying, above 247, the shorts are out of their juice. Once you get above here, you can look for the measured move of XRP coming all the way to $4.50, etc., etc., etc. Until then, all we're doing is making a descending channel, as you can see here. Oh man. As you can see, as per this doodle, see, here's your local high. All you're doing is squeezing price action down into this little triangle, and all you're doing is up, down, up, down, up, down, and now all these are lower highs, mind you, okay? Equal lows but lower highs, just consolidating into the 75% of the triangle. Basically, it's time to either break up and take out the liquidity out on top of the trend line, or all the longs that accumulated here are all about to basically help fuel the liquidity grab underneath this level, right? Because all we did was just squeeze price action in this massive triangle, right? Now the triangle, either you're going to break up and all the longs will get rewarded, which is rare because 90% of people are probably long in the market looking for upside, right? All these guys are looking for up, the ETF approved. Let's long on leverage. That's just like 100x long, blah, 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 right? But the main thing is, as I am saying, I'm waiting for this liquidity level to tap because all we're doing is ping, pong, ping, pong. This is the next natural level for me, in my opinion. I know no one likes it. I know no one wants to hear it. But if May 5th or May 6th, 7th, whatever the FOMC, if they don't cut interest rates, then we're looking for this dump to occur as a buying opportunity. And in the end of June, we will look for that bottom and we will look for upside continuation out of here at the end of June. You see, between May and June is where I'm looking for this accumulation. At the end of June and the rate cut occurs like mid-June into 4th of July, I'm looking for that rally for American Independence Day. And that's how I'm playing this moving forward on a daily time frame, okay? Now let's turn away all this stuff, okay? Now we're going clean naked. Let's see what's going on a weekly, okay? Here's your weekly, okay? What does this look like? Does this not look like similar to this? You're fighting after a big dump. You're fighting above the 21 EMA. Did you tap into the 55 EMA or the green EMA? No, right? This first dump front ran the green EMA and had a dead cat bounce to make everyone think we're bullish. And then we went and tested into the liquidity level that I'm already looking for anyway, which is a little bit under $1.60 is what I'm looking for, which was at 115, right? 115 to 160. So that's what we're basically looking at right here. So this dead cat bounce lasted 3 weeks, 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks, then lost 21 EMA. We're at 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks, guys. This is the third week. If we lose this 21 EMA on May 6th, 7th, which is Wednesday, FOMC meeting is Wednesday at 2 p.m., the news will come out. Whatever, even if they cut, it doesn't really matter to me. If they cut or not, the chart is basically dictating that we're going to be looking for that liquidity grab into the 55 EMA, regardless of whatever the news is, for the next 1, 2, 3 more weeks, basically into the end of June. How funny is this BS? Can we look down? Look at this chart, guys. I'm here on May 24th. May 31st was the top. Here's June 6th, 7th. Here is June 15th. Here is June 21st. End of June and into 4th of July. And end of July, we got the rally into the August. kind of very, very similar of what the heck we're about to do over here. Very, very, very similar. Where did this rally start? March into April. Well, this was June, January. Okay. So here's your March into April. So, in my opinion, depending on FOMC, we're going to see a big reaction. In my opinion, the chart technical analysis wise is looking for that liquidity grab to the downside before we can confirm a low, double bottom, etc. for upside continuation. That's what I'm seeing on the daily and the weekly. Let's see monthly. Interesting. Bearish engulf monthly, retest, rejection, and then now you have doji, etc. Bearish engulf, continuation. Here's your doji. Are we going to get continuation up into this next 2 months? We will find out very, very shortly. Or this monthly will go all the way into $1.37, which is in between $1.60 and $1.15, which we're already looking for on the daily and weekly. Okay? So everything right now is telling me we are overbought. We are still looking for downside. ETF news aside, Fed cut FOMC aside, everything is pushing down. Like how you are pushing down on your girl's head when she's trying to make you happy. Everything, in my opinion, is downward trajectory to test the lows before upside continuation. That's all I have to say for you guys. I hope this is informative and educational for you. All the things, even with the good news, volume is subsiding. Buyers are getting tired. Sellers are going to kick in. And I think we're going to impulse to the downside to test into these wicks to confirm these are the lows for upside continuation into the end of June after FOMC actually cuts. And then the new Fed policy is confirmed for the world moving forward, aka monetary easing and continual Fed cuts into the year. That's all I have for you guys here. I hope this was helpful. XRP for the win. XRP Army, please don't hunt me down here in Puerto Rico. I love y'all. I hope this was helpful. If you guys have any questions or concerns, leave it in the comment section below and I'll get back to you. In the next video, I'm trying to go over some stocks, some tech stocks. I already bought into Block. XYZ is the ticker symbol. Block, Jack Dorsey's company, tanked 25%. I bought it under 46 bucks. It's already up like a couple percent, so we'll see if I take profit on that on Monday. Probably going to wait a day or two for another buck or two. I bought RGTI at around $9 a day or two ago. They pumped 20% on Friday. I already took 90% of my position off. I'm looking at CoreWeave, which is CRWV. Their earnings is about to come out. They are basically Nvidia's like factory farm. They buy all the GPUs directly from Nvidia and they rent out all that GPU space to companies like Microsoft, Google, Meta, etc. They are literally generating $2 billion in just contracts of renting out their compute space. They have a secondary company called Core Scientific. I think it's Core Scientific. What is it? CRVZ, something like that. It's a peer of CoreWeave. Um, yeah, these are the stocks that I am looking at and interested in. I will be doing videos. I've already traded them and I'm taking profit on them. And all these positions, I'm telling you guys, I'm not a long term investor. I'm getting in and out. The long term stuff, portfolio, guys, the dividend income and passive income portfolio, I will be making a video on. And it's going to be filled with ETFs like VOO. If you guys are familiar with Vanguard, basically I'm going to show you guys how to like make some generational wealth on that. Instead of buying SPY, I'm giving you guys alternatives like VOO. VTI is a freaking phenomenal one. They have great track history. SCHD is another great dividend ETF from Schwab. So stuff like this is what I'm gonna start making videos on for you guys. It's because the buying opportunity came, like once you come to these EMAs, and you accumulate, this is where you buy like $100,000 position. You know, it's I'm gonna go over this stuff later, guys. If you guys like these kind of stuff or you're interested in this kind of stuff, feel free to subscribe to the channel, press the like button, press the bell button for notifications. You'll get these videos. If you're interested in these things and you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will get back to you in the next video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great